Hi Capricorn, it's January 25th, and here is your reading for today. Judgment. This card screams awakening and transformation. You knew this already. Something inside is nudging you to reflect hard on past moves and decisions. Don't lie to yourself. Look back, own what you did, but don't get stuck there. Judgment demands you face the truth, clear the slate, and jump into renewal. It's not about guilt or blame. It's about clarity and choosing a new path without fear. Actually, no. Avoid stagnation now. You might feel tension between wanting to hide mistakes and needing to step into accountability. That's the push here. Embrace the change, even if it shakes your ground. Let the past fuel your rebirth, not chain you down. Queen of Wands reversed flips the vibe into insecurity and hesitation. It's like your fire dims and you shrink back from showing your true colors. This reversal warns against doubting yourself or hiding your talents. Maybe you're avoiding social scenes or downplaying wins to dodge attention. Stop that. You have power, even if you can't feel it now. Build your confidence with small wins. Say your truth out loud. Reach for support when you feel low. Don't isolate or second-guess your potential. It only feeds self-sabotage. Introversion is okay, but don't let it trap you in silence or fear. Push through the hesitation. You're more radiant than you think, even if the mirror today shows shadows. Knight of Cups rides in with charm and dreams. It's your call to follow the heart and explore emotions deeply. This card urges you to embrace your romantic side, to daydream, write, or speak feelings that might have been locked tight. Let your imagination run, but hold the reins, okay? Don't ignore reality or get lost in idealism. Ground your dreams with practical steps. Maybe you've been caught between self-reflection and craving others' validation. This knight says, honor your feelings, but don't let them sweep you off your feet blindly. Express your desires clearly, act on them with intention, don't just drift. Emotional exploration is your tool now, not an escape route. Putting this all together, Capricorn? January 25th is about breaking out of a tight spot between doubting yourself and wanting to be seen for who you truly are. Judgment opens the door to transformation, but Queen of Wands reversed shows you're wrestling with confidence. Knight of Cups invites you to balance heart and mind, to step forward with both clarity and emotion. Don't resist change or hide your light. Reflect honestly, then act with courage. Speak your feelings, embrace your power, and don't wait for permission from anyone else. This tension you feel, it's the spark for your next chapter. So take a breath, face the mirror, and step into who you're becoming. The Empress steps in bright and clear, Capricorn, shining a spotlight on nurturing yourself and the growth you've been quietly cultivating. I'm seeing you surrounded by comfort. Maybe a space you've made cozy or a creative project you refuse to let die. The Empress demands you care for your roots, the literal and figurative. Water that garden, literally or metaphorically. It's not just about growth, it's about embracing beauty and fertility in all forms. You knew this already from the judgment call to awaken, but now it's time to act on it fully. Don't just reflect, build. The Empress urges you to lean into self, care routines you might have skipped. Maybe you've been so caught up in battling insecurities that you neglected yourself. That stops now. Cook a meal that feeds your soul, write something that lets your creativity out, or just sit outside and really breathe the air. Hold on, don't confuse this with overindulgence. The Empress isn't about excess, she's about balance. So yes, comfort, but don't let it turn to complacency. You might be tempted to hide behind comfort zones after the Queen of Wands, reversed, shook your confidence last chapter. That hesitation? It's real, but the Empress is telling you to face it with gentleness, not harshness. Build yourself up through small, consistent acts of creation and care. This isn't a sprint, it's a steady cultivation. The growth might feel slow, but it's real. Remember the Judgment card's call for clarity and renewal? The Empress acts like the fertile soil after that storm of self-reflection. Now you're planting seeds for what comes next, Capricorn. It's not just about decisions or regrets anymore. It's about what you do with that clarity. The Queen of Wands, reversed, warned against hiding your talents. The Empress says, nurture those talents like seedlings, even if you feel insecure. Express yourself through action, not words alone. This is your foundation. And what about the Knight of Cups, that dreamer from last time? The Empress invites you to bring some of that romanticism down to earth. Follow your heart, yes, but also build a home for those dreams. Write that poetry, sure, but also tend to it like a garden. Embrace your emotions, but don't get lost in them. The Empress offers a safe place to explore those feelings while grounding them with care and creativity. Don't lie to yourself about needing this balance, Capricorn. You've been through the fire of self, doubt, and judgment. Now it's time to heal with nurturing energy. Start with small acts. Water a plant, sketch an idea, or say no to burnout. Resist the urge to isolate like the reversed Queen of Wands might tempt you to. Instead, invite support. Let others see your growth. You might feel vulnerable, but the Empress says vulnerability is fertile ground. So, to sum it up, the Empress is the call to nurture your evolving self with kindness and practical care. Build your confidence through tangible growth, not just inner dialogue. Connect with what makes you feel alive and comforted. This chapter is your chance to turn reflection into creation, Capricorn. You're not just awakening anymore. You're growing into something abundant and real. Don't stall. Don't hide. Plant, water, nurture, and watch what blooms. Six of Pentacles lands here, Capricorn. This card is all about balance, specifically the give and take in your life. I'm seeing a spotlight on generosity, but not just one-sided giving. It's fairness, knowing when to offer help and when to accept it without guilt. You might have been pushing yourself too hard, giving more than you get back. Don't lie to yourself on this. You've been carrying weight that's not yours to bear alone. Six of Pentacles is nudging you to check your scales. Are you overextending? Or are you holding back resources out of fear? The card says neither extreme works. It's about flow. You give, yes, but you also allow space for receiving. That could mean asking for help with a project, opening up emotionally, or simply accepting kindness without feeling you owe a debt. Wait, hold on, this isn't just about money or favors. It's about energy and time, too. How much are you investing in others at the cost of your own well-being? This card wants you to create balance so your generosity doesn't become a burden or a form of control. Remember, fairness isn't keeping score, it's mutual respect. Now, layer that onto your earlier journey with Judgment and the Empress. You've been awakening to your own needs and nurturing your growth. Six of Pentacles says this chapter asks you to apply that self-awareness outward. Don't just nurture yourself in isolation. Extend it by engaging in fair exchanges with your circle, friends, family, colleagues. But watch the Queen of Wands reversed whispering in the back of your mind. That voice of insecurity might make you hesitate to ask for what you need or doubt your worthiness of receiving. Snap out of it. Your talents and contributions are real. You belong in this dance of give and take. Knight of Cups reminds you to follow your heart here, but don't get lost in idealism. Practical generosity means setting boundaries. Dreamy charity without limits can drain you fast. So be clear about what you can offer and what you need back. Six of Pentacles is your call to action. Balance your generosity with self-care. Volunteer your time if it feeds your soul, but don't say yes to everything. Share resources when it feels right, but don't give until you're depleted. Six of Pentacles is urging tangible steps. Reach out for support when overwhelmed. Say no when overcommitted. Notice who reciprocates your kindness and who only takes. This will clarify your relationships and priorities. I'm seeing that if you do this, you'll break the cycle of exhaustion and self-doubt from earlier chapters. You'll step into a space where giving feels good, not draining, and receiving feels deserved, not shameful. That's huge for Capricorn's steady heart. So right now, make a list. Who do you help regularly? How often do you ask for help? Where can you set firmer boundaries? Six of Pentacles is practical. It's about action, not just intention. You knew this already deep down, but now it's time to live it. Balance your scales, Capricorn. Your growth depends on it. Six of Wands shines bright for you now, Capricorn. I'm seeing a clear signal of victory, recognition, and success coming into focus. Six of Wands is about stepping into the spotlight, owning your achievements, and not being shy about sharing your wins. You knew this already deep down. The journey through self, reflection, nurturing, and balance was setting the stage for this moment. Now it's time to claim your triumph. But hold on, don't let that confidence slip into arrogance or the need for constant validation. This card urges you to celebrate, yes, but also to stay grounded and acknowledge the team, the support, the real effort behind your success. Look at how far you've come since the early chapters. Judgment was about awakening and facing your past honestly. The Empress encouraged you to nurture your growth with care and creativity. Six of Pentacles reminded you that giving and receiving must balance, avoiding burnout and resentment. Now, Six of Wands is the payoff of that inner work, a public acknowledgement that you're moving forward with confidence, not just surviving, but thriving. But don't mistake this for a finish line. It's a milestone, a marker of progress. You still have to show up daily and contribute, even when the applause fades. I'm seeing you hesitate sometimes, maybe from old doubts creeping back, like with Queen of Wands reversed from before, when insecurity wanted to shut you down. This card, Six of Wands, is pushing back on that silence. It's telling you to speak up, to display your talents without fear. You owe it to yourself to shine. Remember the Knight of Cups urging you to follow your heart? This is the external validation matching that inner emotional exploration. You're not just dreaming, you're making those dreams visible to the world. But watch this. Don't rest on laurels or chase applause endlessly. Six of Wands warns against relying too much on external praise for your worth. Your value isn't just in the trophy or the recognition, but in the steady work and integrity you bring behind the scenes. Celebrate milestones, yes, but stay humble and connected. Six of Wands asks you to share your success stories, inspire others, and recognize their roles too. That's how you keep the energy flowing and avoid isolation or burnout. This chapter is a turning point. The spotlight is on you because you claimed your inner potential and expressed it outwardly. The applause isn't just from others, it's your own acknowledgement of how far you've come. Let that fuel your next steps. Keep reflecting like Judgment urged. Nurture your growth like the Empress showed. Balance giving and receiving like Six of Pentacles taught. And now, walk tall with Six of Wands victory in your heart. Don't lie to yourself. This is your moment to step fully into your evolving identity. Own it with grace and confidence. Share your light, but keep your feet on the ground. You're not just a Capricorn climbing mountains. You're the one planting flags at the summit, ready for the next climb. Page of Wands. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. You're stepping into a fresh wave of energy right now. Page of Wands screams new beginnings and raw enthusiasm, like a spark catching fire inside you. I'm seeing you waking up to your own potential, that urge to explore, to launch something you've only dreamed of or maybe just hinted at before. Don't lie to yourself. This is your moment to take initiative. You've been circling around ideas, hesitating, maybe doubting if you're ready. The Page of Wands says, enough waiting. Get curious. Pick up that project or start that hobby you shelved. It's time to act on your inspiration. Hold on, though. This isn't a free pass for wild impulsiveness. The Page of Wands carries that youthful energy, yes, but it needs direction. You might feel like jumping into multiple things at once, but your focus here will determine if that spark becomes a flame or just smoke. So channel that enthusiasm into concrete steps. Write down your ideas. Make a plan, even if it's rough. Explore new territories. You're allowed to be a beginner. That's part of the magic. And remember, this card is about exploration, not perfection. You don't have to have all the answers right now. Wait, connecting this to your journey so far, this is huge. You've already faced judgment, revisited your past, and started transforming. You've nurtured growth with the Empress, balanced giving and receiving with Six of Pentacles, and claimed victories with Six of Wands. Now, this page pushes you to move beyond reflection and celebration into action. You're no longer just preparing or acknowledging your worth. You're stepping out with curiosity and courage. This is the turning point where you prove to yourself that you can express your true self boldly. No hiding, no self-doubt. Actually, no, don't forget the flip side. The Queen of Wands reversed has been lurking, whispering self-doubt and hesitation. That voice might try to hold you back now, telling you you're not ready or you'll fail. But the Page of Wands says, shut that down. Build your confidence by simply trying. Express yourself even if it feels shaky. Avoid retreating into silence or isolation. Reach out if you need support, but mostly let your enthusiasm lead. It's okay to be a little messy, that's how growth works. The Knight of Cups energy you've embraced earlier can help you stay connected to your dreams without losing sight of reality. So balance your idealism with practical steps. I'm seeing you take small risks, maybe sharing your ideas with someone new or starting a creative project you've been putting off. You're breaking free from paralysis. It's like you're saying to the universe, here I am, ready to explore and grow. The Page of Wands invites you to embrace that adventure with open arms. This is your call to action, Capricorn. Don't ignore it. Your inner potential is ready to ignite. You've done the work. Now it's time to light the fire and move forward with energy, curiosity, and confidence. Judgment is ringing loud and clear here, Capricorn. Remember when the awakening you've been sensing first stirred? That call to wake up, own your past, and step into transformation? Now it's time to act on that. Don't stall or dodge accountability. You knew this already. You can't skip the hard truths and expect change. Judgment demands you revisit old choices, clear the slate, and commit to renewal. It's not about guilt. It's about clarity and fresh starts. The Empress joins this call with the nurturing energy you crave. She's urging you to nurture yourself fiercely, to build comfort and creativity from the ground up. Don't neglect this. The Empress asks for concrete acts. Water a plant, start a journal, cook a nourishing meal. It's about cultivating growth with care, not just dreaming about it. You're planting seeds for your future self, so don't skip the daily tending. Six of Pentacles brings balance to the scene. It's a reminder that giving and receiving need to dance in harmony. You can't pour out your energy without refilling your cup. So this week, ask for help if you need it. Share your resources and be open to receiving without guilt. Avoid the trap of overextending or hoarding. This balance creates a steady foundation to build on. Six of Wands is here celebrating the victory you are on the brink of, but with a caution. It's tempting to bask in glory or seek applause, but don't let that blind you to the team that lifted you or the humility that keeps you grounded. Public acclaim feels good, but real confidence is quieter, built on steady effort and honest recognition. You've come far, own that, but remember the journey isn't over. Page of Wands is buzzing with fresh energy, pushing you to explore new ideas and take bold first steps. This card says, stop hesitating. Start that project, say yes to that opportunity, follow your curiosity. But wait, don't rush blindly. Channel that enthusiasm with a clear direction. Impulsiveness can scatter your power. The Queen of Wands reversed is a wake-up call here. She reveals where insecurity and self-doubt creep in, making you hesitate or shrink back. Don't hide your talents or play small. Build confidence by speaking up, showing your light, and seeking support when fear tries to isolate you. That introversion is real, but it's also a wall you can break down with small, consistent actions. You're stronger than you think. Finally, Knight of Cups rides in with a gentle reminder to follow your heart and embrace your dreams, but with eyes wide open. Romanticism is beautiful, but don't lose touch with reality. Write those poems, daydream, express feelings, but also ground yourself in practical steps. Emotional exploration fuels creativity and connection, but it's not an escape hatch. The journey to self-discovery begins with embracing your true self, exactly as you are, flaws, fears, and all. This chapter isn't just about an ending, it's your launch pad. Integrate the hard lessons from Judgment, nurture your growth like the Empress, balance giving and receiving, celebrate wins without losing humility, ignite curiosity without recklessness, face down insecurity, and follow your heart with steady feet. You're not starting over, you're stepping fully into who you've become. So what now? Start small. Reflect honestly on your past choices. Tend to your needs. Reach out when you need support. Celebrate your wins quietly but proudly. Take that first step on the new path that's been calling you. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Dream vividly, but keep your feet on the ground. This is your moment to transform fear into fuel and hesitation into action. Don't lie to yourself. Your journey to self-discovery is unfolding right now. Embrace your true self, Capricorn. The world is waiting. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.